In today's video, we're traveling back in time 7 years to when I made my first video. Woo! I am a little nervous. I'm a little nervous to watch this. It did not turn out well. Welcome back to the channel if you're new here, and a lot of you are. I'm Gasaway, and this is Growing Ambition, a daily vlog. I've been off of the daily uploads for the last couple months, been really busy with client work and working on a video that might have brought you here. It's been a crazy few days. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the channel. Glad to have you following along on this journey. This daily vlog is about documenting the journey of building a software company. If you saw that video, you may be getting some hints of what I'm building, but it's a software that will also help creators. So I basically have 3 topics in this vlog, and it's entrepreneurship, social impact, and creativity. So if you're interested in any of those 3 things, I think you might be in the right place. Back to today's video, I've been getting a lot of messages from people who are seeing the KC368 video asking, how they can improve their skills as a filmmaker. And my answer to that question is always to practice, to get as many hours in creating as possible. Since most of you have seen the KC368 video, I consider that to be a really good representation of my current abilities as a filmmaker. So I thought it would be fun to take you back to the very first video that I ever made. I played basketball in college. Naturally, I was excited about the athlete's story and sports and what it takes to be a successful athlete. It's 2 minutes and 48 seconds long. I uploaded this to Vimeo as my first video 4 years ago, so I have not watched this video since then. I'm excited to take you along as I kind of critique my old work. Let's just dive right into it. All right, hitting play.
We spend days.
Okay, starting with the, athletes tying their shoes.
Months.
The beginning of the process, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Solid. Generally, I'm just holding on every shot too long. Also, the cross dissolves are a bit weird. The voiceover is so slow.
Preparation.
Oh, the background.
We shut out the
Now they're all
cheers.
contemplating what they're about to do on the court. It's not awful.
We let our instincts take over our every move.
So slow. I can see the intention behind it, and I think all of this was shot in automatic settings, so the camera would have automatically bumped that exposure up. Fade to black. I'm obviously trying to get that cinematic look. I'm trying to get different perspectives on some of the compositions. Hitting all the athletes on their first shot. Even though I got multiple angles on a lot of the actions that the athletes were doing, I put the first angle in minute 1, the second angle in minute 2, and the third angle in minute 3. Instead of having 5 different angles on the same action from that athlete and then use that as a seamless transition to get to the next athlete versus holding these long shots of a full action being completed from the same angle. Okay, that's not 2 shots in there.
We will refuse to falter. We will not hesitate.
Because good enough is enemy of our best.
I really doubt that I was thinking about shooting any of this outdoor stuff at the right time of day, early morning or late in the evening. I think I was shooting this right in the middle of the day. I kind of like that shot. I have the football player running up the stadium stairs. I've got leading lines up both sides and kind of a dolly move forward.
No one can ever say you are not enough.
You control each moment.
And live in that moment.
Be able to say to the man beside you, there was nothing more you
The
could have
bloody
done.
knee.
You can do that,
Yes.
and you've reached perfection.
Breathing
Regret nothing.
hard.
Do everything.
Breathing
Very
hard.
hard.
We wouldn't trade a single
Getting
moment.
some water.
This is where we've been. This is how we got here.
A little
And
sun
this
flare action.
is who
Okay.
we are.
Reach for perfection to achieve greatness.
Someday you will be unable to run.
Unable to stride across the finish line.
No longer dominant.
Or at the top of your game.
But today is not that day.
Woo! Okay, kind of picking the pace of the cuts up here at the end. Slightly.
Tonight,
Slow motion
you are
dunk.
with them.
Solid.
Them
Down
tonight.
Okay. Oh, the logo background isn't even all the way black. I love it. Wow. Okay. That definitely counts as a video. It's quite something. It's quite something. I remember being very proud of this video. It took a lot of work, especially coordinating with all these different athletes. This was the first video that I planned and shot and edited all on my own. This whole video was shot on the Canon 60D. It was my first camera, and many of you might know, no autofocus. Kind of wild, right? So pulling focus on all of these shots, everything's handheld, and it was shot on the 18 to 105, I think, with a variable aperture. Is that what it's called? Variable aperture? I don't know. But the aperture changes depending on what your zoom is. I would have had to shoot all of this on auto. I don't think I would have been shooting in manual. So none of this has, you know, any of that delicious bokeh that we love so much. That's definitely one of the signs that shows more of an amateur production in my mind. And edited on iMovie, on the good old MacBook that was not made for video editing. I guarantee that laptop that I had was less equipped to edit video than most of our phones are now. Chances are, if you want to make videos, you have everything you need right here. I didn't have professional lights. I specifically remember in this scene early on with the basketball player in the locker room, I had this vision of this super cinematic shot, the dark locker room and just kind of the light hitting the athlete's face. All of this stuff is in your head, right? But I didn't know how to use the tools. I didn't even have a light. I remember I literally called my friend and she sprinted over with the only light she had, which was like a desk lamp from Target. So we just like plugged that into the wall and she just held it like at him, and the color temperature is obviously way off. It did not turn out well. One thing that I really notice that lacks in this video is a pacing. I knew at the time that, you know, you're supposed to cut to music, and it seems like I attempted that, but I did not execute on that in this video. I have this really fast-paced music, and I think on average I probably held each shot for like 3 seconds, 3 full seconds, and that's in a sports video. What an opportunity I had to create a really engaging piece of content, and I really missed the opportunity because I just didn't have the same understanding of filmmaking that I have now. And that's one of my favorite things about this video, having just watched it. I know that I learned so much about filmmaking, about videography, just from going out and making this video for myself because I wanted to practice. What we have now is YouTube and an amazing community of creators who are sharing their knowledge for free. And if I want to learn a new skill, I'm going to watch a tutorial, I'm going to watch somebody else doing it, and I'm going to go out and practice it right away. That's the only way that you can commit it to memory, so that you can implement it and you can use it in your next project. And if you repeat that process over and over again, there's no way you won't improve. Really fun for me to see the progress I've made over the last 7 years of making videos. And what I really want to know from you is what your first video was about. What was the topic or the subject that drove you to create that very first video? I think it can be so different for so many people. Sports consumed my life for so long, and so that was a really cool way for me to hop into videography. But that's it for this one. Once again, I'm Alex Gasaway. This is Growing Ambition. Thank you. Welcome to all of the new people of the channel. And if you made it this far, I think you might be in the right place. I think you might have enjoyed it. So go ahead and like, subscribe, and do all the things. I'll see you tomorrow.